Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we are going to discuss about the multi-level inverters. There are different types of multi-level inverters, but we will discuss only cascaded edge bridge inverters in detail. So first question is, what is a multi-level inverter? Multi-level inverter is the one which provides you number of steps in the output voltage waveform, as you can see over here in this diagram. So an inverter which provides you multiple steps in the output voltage waveform is said to be a multi-level inverter, and by increasing the levels in the output voltage waveform we can approximate to the sine wave. So THD of the output voltage is reduced as compared to the inverters which have less number of steps in the output voltage waveform. Your PWM inverters have only 2 or 3 steps, positive VDC, minus VDC and the zero level. So with respect to PWM inverters, multi-level inverters in terms of voltage quality are better because they provide you multiple steps for the output voltage waveform and the THD is reduced. So voltage waveform quality is improved. Another advantage of the multi-level inverter is the reduction in the electromagnetic interference due to lower voltage steps which are going to construct the output voltage waveform. And switching frequency is also reduced for high power conversion. In the case of step inverters, multi-level inverters, we can construct these steps and we can reduce these pulses or the switching frequency by reducing the number of pulses in the positive and the negative half cycle. Okay, so now let's move towards this slide. This slide shows you different configurations which are used for multi-level inverter. The first one is the diode clamped configuration. This is the two-level inverter, means it will provide you two voltage levels in the positive as well as in the negative direction. Second configuration is the neutral point clamped inverter. The circuit diagram for that is shown in front of you. The third one is the cascaded edge bridge inverter. The cascaded edge bridge inverter means you are going to connect different edge bridges in series, that you can see over here. This is your first edge bridge, let me call it H1. This is connected with second edge bridge H2, and the third edge bridge is connected over here, let me call it H3, and all of these are connected in series, that you can observe from here. This point is connected over here with this point, and then this point is connected over here, and the load is connected between these 2 points. So H bridges are connected in series or cascaded to construct multiple levels in the output voltage waveform. So we will be discussing this configuration in detail. The fourth commonly used method for the construction of the multiple levels in the output voltage is the flying capacitor inverter. Okay, now let's look at the basic unit, that is the H bridge circuit, a full bridge circuit that is cascaded to develop multiple levels in the output voltage waveform. So we have already discussed this inverter in detail, so I will briefly revise it. If I turn on this switch S1, so I will have to keep switch S4 open, otherwise there will be a short circuit. Now there are two high side switches S1 and S3 because the positive terminal of the source is common over here, and the S4 and the S2 are the low side switches because the negative terminal is common. So now I will define the switching logic with respect to the high side switches, that is S1 and S3. So if I apply the switching logic 1 0, that means the switch S1 is in the on state and the switch S2 is in the on state, because S3 is off, so lower switch will be on, that is S2, assuming that these arms switches are operating in the complementary mode, means S1 plus S4 will be equal to 1, where 1 is the binary one, that one of the switch will be on at any instant of the time. Similarly, for the second arm, I can write S3 plus S2, that will be equal to 1. Okay, so when I am going to apply the switching combination 1 0, that is with respect to these two switches, so what will be our output voltage? Our output voltage will be equal to VDC, whatever you are going to apply over here. So V out will be equal to plus VD. Now if I apply the switching combination 0 0, it means both of the side switches are off. So what will be the output voltage? 0. And if I apply the switching combination 1 1 for the switch S1 and S3, again our output voltage will be 0, because when both of them are on, it means phase A and B, or point A and point B, are connected with the positive terminal, so the load voltage will be 0. If I apply the switching combination 0 1, means this switch is 0 and this switch is 1, so it means the load polarity will be opposite. So the load voltage will be minus VD. So there are 4 possible combination with respect to the high side switches, and for those possible combination we have these voltage outputs plus VD, minus VD, and the 0 that we can get from this inverter. So now using this switching state, I can construct the output voltage waveform. So how many steps I can get? So if I sketch it over here, what I can get 0 volt level, right? For 0 volt, I will have to select either this switching state 0 0 or switching state 1 1. Then if I say I need to have plus Vs, right? So which switching state I will have to apply? 1 0 switching state. If I apply 1 0, I will get plus Vs or plus Vd. For this switching state, I will have to use either 0 0 or I will have to use 1 1, because both of them gives me 0 volt. I need 0 volt over here. Then I need 0 volt, so I can apply either 0 0 or 1 1. Then again I need 0 volt, so any switching state 0 0 or 1 1 can be used to get this voltage, because both of them gives me the 0 volt. Then to get the negative voltage, let's suppose minus Vs, which switching state I will have to apply? 0 1. So if I apply 0 1, I will get minus Vd, or minus of your supply voltage. So in this way, by selecting the switching state, you can construct the desired output voltage waveform. So you know that when we connect two sources in series, the resultant output voltage is the sum, and the polarity is decided according to the values. Let's suppose this is a 10 volt supply and this is a 5 volt supply. So what will be a total output voltage? The total output voltage will be 15 volt. But if I say that this source is of 10 volt and I am going to connect the other supply with the opposite polarity, this is plus minus 5 volt. So what will be your output voltage if I keep this point reference? So with respect to that, the output voltage will be 5 volt. Now this will be a potential 5 volt with respect to our reference. So polarity decides what will be your output voltage. Over here you will getting the addition 10 volt plus 5 volt. Over here what you are going to get 10 volt minus 5 volt. And if I say I have the polarity like that, minus plus, this is 10 volt and this one is 5 volt and this is our reference point. So what will be the potential at this point? That is minus 15 volt with respect to the reference. So by having different combinations and the polarities, we can get different voltage levels at the output. Okay. Similarly, I can say that if I connect two H bridges in series, just you can see over here, H bridge 1, this is connected in series with H2. So what will be the net voltage at the output? The voltage that will be applied by your H bridge 1, then H bridge 2 and H bridge 3, their net sum will appear between, let's suppose this is point A and this is point N. Between point A and N, this net sum will appear based upon the polarities. Okay, so now let's move toward this slide. Let's suppose that there are two H-bridge circuits which are connected in series as shown over here in this diagram. This is first H-bridge and this is the second H-bridge, and they are connected in series like this. And your load will be connected between these 2 points, point A and point N. So load voltage is VAN. So what will be the load voltage? That depends upon the switching combination. So if in this inverter H1 I say I am going to apply the switching combination 1 0 and I am going to apply 1 0 in this inverter, so what will be the output of this inverter? That will be E, and the output voltage of the second inverter will also be E. So as both of them are in series, plus minus, so what will be a load voltage? VAN in this case will be equal to 2E. So 2E will be obtained at the output. Now if I say I want to get E volt at the output, you can get it in a number of ways. How? Let's suppose that your first inverter, I am just going to write down over here that H1, H2 and VAN. So if I say I want to get E volt at the output, what I can do? In the first inverter, if I apply the switching state 1 0, it means it will give me output voltage equal to plus E. Now with that, if I put this one with 0 0 state or 1 1 state, the output voltage from here will be 0 volt. So if I put it at 0 0 or 1 1, so I will get 0 from the second H bridge. So what will be our net output voltage? Because the polarity is like that, plus minus, plus minus. So output polarity will be equal to plus E. So I will get plus E volt. So output voltage can be tuned to E by keeping the first inverter with this combination 1 0 and second inverter H bridge with either 1 1 or the 0 0. So you will get E from the first inverter and the second inverter will give you 0 output voltage. So your net output voltage will be E. Similarly, the other way to get E volt at the output is to keep the second inverter with 1 0. If you keep second inverter with 1 0, what you will get at the output from the second inverter, the second inverter will give you E volts at the output. I am just going to remove this one and then we discuss. Okay, so if you apply 1 0 over here, it means this inverter will give you E volt, and if you apply 0 0 over here, 0 volt at the output, the sum will be equal to E, because 1 0 gives you plus E and 0 1 will give you minus E, because the supply voltage is E over here, right. So by taking the switching state 1 0, you can get the E volt, and with that if you sum 0 0, that you can see over here 1 1 and 0 0 in the upper inverter and the lower inverter is 1 0. So 0 volt from here and the E volts from here, so net output voltage will be E, right. Similarly, to get 0 volt at the output, there are a number of combination that you can use to get 0 volt level in the output voltage waveform. And what are those? Let's suppose this inverter is 0 0, this inverter is also 0 0, net output is 0. If it is 1 1 and it is still 0 0, net output voltage will be 0. Now if you look at let's suppose this is at 1 1, and with that you combine 1 1 from the upper inverter, again you will get 0, right. So you can see over here this is 0 0 output from first inverter, this is 0 0 output, so net output voltage is 0, and so on. You can select number of combination for which you will get the 0 output voltage. Another combination for which you will get 0, that is if you get plus E from here by applying the switching combination 1 0, and you get minus E from here by applying the switching combination 0 1, so your net output voltage will be 0, because whatever is the supply over here and the same supply is over here, they will give you the opposite polarities at the output and they will cancel out each other, and net load voltage V naught will be equal to 0. So you can get 0 volt by this combination 1 0 and 0 1 or 0 1 and 1 0. So that you can see over here, first inverter will give you E and the second inverter will give you minus E, and the net output voltage will be 0. Similarly, you can get the minus E volt at the output by selecting the switching combination. If you select 0 1 in the first inverter, and that will give you minus E, and the 1 1 0 from the second inverter, or 0 1 or 0 0 from the second inverter will give you minus E. So there are 4 combinations for which you will get the minus E. There are one combination for which you will get 2E, one combination for which you will get minus 2E. To get minus 2E, what switching code you will have to apply? Minus E from the upper inverter and minus E from the lower inverter. So you will have 0 1, because by applying 0 1 with respect to the high side switches, you will get minus E output from here, and if you apply 0 1 over here, you will get minus E. So net sum will be equal to minus 2E. Okay, so now you know these voltage levels, and with the help of those voltage levels you can construct the output voltage waveform having level E, level 2E, 0, minus E, and minus 2E. So there are 5 levels that we can construct. What are those levels? We can get 2E, we can get E, 0 volt, minus E volt, and minus 2E volt. So if I sketch that waveform, I can draw it like that I will let's draw it over here. To get 0 volt, let's suppose I will have to apply one switching combination. Then to get E volt, I will have to apply the one of the switching combinations from here, from this group, to get E volt at the output. And to get 2E, I will have to apply the only possible switching combination, that is 1 0 and 1 0. So I will be giving pulses to the gates of these switches so that I get 2E. So this is 0 volt, this is plus E, this is 2E, then plus E again, then 0 volt again, then 0 volt, and minus E, minus 2E, minus E, and so on. Right? So you can construct a multi-level waveform using these switching combinations. So I am going to represent them with the help of this circuit now onwards. That first H bridge circuit, second H bridge circuit, you will have to apply the switching codes to get certain required voltage level at the output. So if you apply 1 0 and 1 0, you will get E from here, or in this case it is V, so output voltage will be 2V. And if you apply 0 1 and 0 1, you will get minus 2V. And to get V, either you will get V from upper one or the lower one. So these are the possible switching levels, voltage levels that you can get from this inverter, and you will have to apply the switching combination in a sequence so that you can get this multi-level output voltage waveform. Okay, one thing that you can note over here, that this and these two supplies are equal in magnitude. So this is the symmetrical cascaded H bridge inverter circuit. That means you have the same DC sources for all the H bridges in your arm. Okay, now if you want to increase the levels in the output voltage waveform, you can cascade number of H bridges. First H bridge circuit over here, and then the second H bridge circuit, then the third H bridge circuit. So what maximum you can get? You can get E from the first inverter, E from the second inverter, E from the third inverter. So you will get 3E plus 3E maximum. To get 2E, what you will have to do? Either any of the two can be set with 1 0 combination. Let's suppose this is 1 0, this is 1 0, and this is 0 0. What you will get at the output? You will get 2E. So there are a number of ways in which you can get 2E at the output. Either use first two inverter, keep third one off, or turn off first inverter by applying 0 0 or 1 1. So using then 1 1 and 1 0 and 1 0 from this inverter. So number of possible combinations are there to get 2E. To get E, use 1 0 in one inverter and keep other one with 0 0 or 1 1 combination. So I'm going to list down all the possible combinations 1 0 0 0 0 1 and 0 1 and 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 and 0 1. So you will be selecting these combinations for these inverters to get the required output voltage. To get the 0 volt, you can keep first inverter at 0 0, the second inverter at 0 0, the third inverter with 0 0, so your net output voltage will be 0. To get minus E, you will have to use this switching combination. Let's suppose 0 1 from the first inverter and 0 0 in the second inverter, 0 0 in the third inverter will give you minus E at the output. To get minus 2E, what you will have to do, to get minus 2E, you will have to keep your two inverters with 0 1 combination and one inverter with either 1 1 or 0 0. So you can get minus 2E. Similarly, you can get minus 3E, right? So 4E is not possible because you can get at maximum E from here, and E from here. If you have the equal voltage sources, the maximum output voltage possible is equal to the DC source. So you cannot get more than 3E. So your maximum voltage will be limited to that one. So now I can apply these switching combinations in such a way that I can get, let's suppose this one 0 plus E plus 2E plus 3E, then plus 2E, E, and then 0, and then minus 2E, minus 3E, 2E, and 3, and so on. So I can get this waveform, and I can select the timings of these switching states such that we approximate to the sine wave. To increase the number of levels, we will have to increase the number of stages of the H bridges. In the figure on the right side, you can see that 4 H bridges are there. First H bridge, from here we can get either plus E, minus E, or 0 by applying switching code. And then from the second inverter we can get either plus E, minus E, or 0. Then from third inverter plus E, minus E, and 0. And then from the fourth inverter either plus E, minus E, or 0, because all of the DC sources are of equal magnitude. So in order we can construct 4E by turning by applying 1 0 to all of these inverters. To get 3E, one inverter will be having the combination 0 0, the other ones will be having 1 0. So we can get 3E, we can get 2E, we can get E level 0, minus E, minus 2E, minus 3E, and minus 4E. And then we can arrange the switching sequence to get how many levels? 9 levels, 4 in the positive cycle, 4 in the negative cycle, and 1 is the 0 level. So total 9 levels will be available. So this is the 9 level inverter circuit, and in this case we can get 3 in the positive, 3 in the negative, 1 is the 0 level. So total 7 levels are possible with this configuration. So over here 9 levels are possible. So what is the concept? That you will have to increase the number of H bridges, those are connected in series, to increase the number of levels in the output voltage waveform. Okay, now let's look at the case when we have the unsymmetric cascaded H bridge. What do you mean by the unsymmetric? You can see over here the first H bridge is with the voltage supply E, and the second one is with 2E. Now with this you can what voltage level you can get at the maximum, that is the sum of these two, because from this inverter now you will get either plus E, minus E, or 0 by applying the switching code. For plus E you will have to use 1 0, and for minus E you will have to apply 0 1, and for 0 you will have to use either 1 1 or 0 0. From the second inverter you can get either plus 2E or minus 2E or the 0 volt. So for plus 2E you will have to apply switching code 1 0, for minus 2E you will have to apply switching code 0 1, and for 0 either you will have to apply 0 0 or 1 1. So by applying proper switching code you can get some defined voltage at the output. So by making the addition of these you can set any output voltage level from this set of range. What is that range? You can have either E, you can have either 2E, or the sum of these 2E. So that will be 3E. So if I say that from the first inverter I am going to take E, and from the second inverter I am going to take 2E, so output will be 3E, right? And let's suppose that is 3E, this is applied for this interval of time. So this is 3E level, and then to get 2E, I can use the lower inverter only, right? So how to get that one? Keep the upper inverter off and turn on the lower inverter by applying the switching code 10 in the second inverter. So you will get 2E at the output, 2E from here and the 0 from here, right? So net output voltage will be 2E. So you can get the level of 2E as shown over here. This is 2E level. Then you can get only E at the output. And how to get E? That from this high side inverter, you will be applying the switching code 10 to get E at the output, and for this low side inverter you will be using either 00 or 11, and these switching state are with respect to the high side switches, right? These are the high side switches. So you will get E volt at the output because you have selected such a combination, that is 10 for the first inverter and 00 for the second inverter. So by this one you can get E volt at the output. Another way to get E volt at the output is that from the first inverter, let me first of all make some space to write over here. So let me remove this one. So if I say I want to get E, so that can be obtained by taking plus 2E from here and minus E from here, summing them, I will get E, 2E minus E, right? So for E I will minus E I will have to code use switching code 01, and for 2E I will have to use switching code 10. So by applying these switching codes I will get E volt at the output. So E volt can be obtained in the number of ways. So one way is this one, use minus E and minus 2E, or the other way around is that use 10 in the upper inverter and keep lower inverter off, 10 in the upper inverter or keep lower inverter off by switching code 11. So there are a number of combinations, there are a number of switching, you can think about that one and you can generate those levels. So you can generate how many levels over here? You can generate E volts, you can generate plus 2E by using the lower inverter, and then summing them together you can get plus 3E, and then you can get 0, minus E, minus 2E and minus 3E. You cannot go above that one. Okay, so you will be getting 7 levels in the output voltage waveform, 3 in the positive part and 3 in the negative part, and 1 is the 0 level. So it is the 7 level inverter with 2 cells. This is one cell, H bridge is being called cell over here. Okay, now let's look at this one. If I say I am going to take E and 3E, so what I can get? I want to get, let's suppose, E volt as an output voltage. So H bridge inverter 1, H1, let's suppose I am going to apply 10 to this inverter, so I will get E. So at that time I can keep H2, H bridge inverter 2, because when it will be turned on it will give me 3E. So if I keep it off either by 00 or 11, I will get plus E at the output. Now to get plus 2E at the output, what I can do? I can get 3E from here and minus E from here. So net will be plus 2E. Okay, so what I will have to do in the first inverter H1, I will have to apply the switching code 01 to get minus E, and to get 3E from the second inverter, what I will have to do? I will have to apply switching code 10, because when I will apply 10 I will get 3E, and when I apply 0 1 in the upper inverter, I will get minus E. So net sum will be equal to plus 2E. So we can get plus 2E from this switching code. Then we can get 3E. To get 3E, what we will have to do? Plus 3E is required. So for that I can apply 0 0 or 1 1 in the upper inverter, and I apply the switching state 1 0 in the lower inverter. So I will get 3E from here and the 0 volt from here. So net output voltage between point A and point N will be equal to 3. And we can get the 4E. How to get 4E? 1 0 in the upper inverter and 1 0 in the lower inverter. So that means plus E from here and plus 3E from here will give me 4E. So I can get 4 voltage levels in the positive. Similarly, to get minus E at the output, what I will have to do? If I say I require minus E and select the switching combination, so you need negative voltage between point A and point B. So how you can get that one? So keep this inverter off 0 0 or 1 0, 1 1. So if H2 is 0 0 and 1 1, and with that I apply such a switching code that the first inverter gives me minus E out the output. So how to get that one? That's 0 1. 0 1 combination will give me minus E. So I will get minus E at the output with this switching code. H bridge inverter of the high side will be with switching code 0 1, and the lower side will be with 0 0 and 1 1. So I will get minus E. Now how to get minus 2E? To get minus 2E, what combination should be applied? Okay, so there is no direct combination. We will have to use both of these one to get the level 2E. So if I say that I make it minus 3E and make it plus E. So minus 3E plus E will give me minus 2E between these 2 points. Okay, to get plus E from the high side inverter, 1 0 will be the code, and to get minus 3 from the low side inverter will be 0 1 code. So with this switching combination I will get minus 2E, and to get minus 3E I can use only the lower inverter and keep the upper inverter in the off state. So let me apply the combination over here. This is from here I want to get 0 volt, and from here I want to get 3E volts. So the switching code will be either 0 0 or 1 1. So let me write over here 0 0 or 1 1, and in the lower side, lower inverter, it will be 0 1. So I will get minus 3E. To get minus 4E, the upper inverter will be set at minus E and the lower inverter will be set at minus 3E. So minus E and minus 3E from here will give me minus 4E as a net. So that can be obtained by this switching combination 0 1 and 0 1 with respect to high side switches of the upper and the lower inverter. So in this way I can get 4 levels in the negative side and the 4 levels in the positive side, and to get 0 volt I can keep 0 0 with 1 1 or with 0 0 or 1 1 with 0 0 or 1 1. So with that I can get 0 volt at the inverter output. So if I sketch the voltage waveform at the output that we can get, so that can have how many levels? 4 levels in the positive side. So let's start from 0 0 volt, then let's suppose plus E, then plus 2E, plus 3E, plus 4E, plus 3E, plus 2, plus E, and then 0, and then similarly in the negative cycle we can construct the waveform like this. So what you will have to do, you will have to select the timings of the switching state such that our steps in the output voltage waveform closely matches with the sinusoidal variation, so our THD will be reduced. So we can approximate to the sine wave by increasing the number of levels. So with asymmetric supplies plus E and plus 3E over here, how many levels we are going to get? We are going to get 9 levels with the 2 H bridge circuits, right? So previously we have seen if we take these two supplies equal, as we discussed over here, we can only get 5 levels if the two supplies are equal in the two cascaded H bridges. But if these two supplies are made different, so we can have different number of switches. With E and 2E combination, we were getting 7 voltage levels in total, 3 for positive part and 3 for the negative part. Now if I put up like that, first supply is E and the second supply is 3E, so I can get 4 levels in the positive, 4 levels in the negative, and 1 is the 0 level, so total 9 levels are obtained in the output voltage waveform. So if we select the DC sources in by intelligent way, we can increase the number of voltage levels in the output voltage waveform. So now you must think that how many maximum number of levels we can get with the 2 H bridge circuits by selecting appropriate DC sources such that there is a step of V at the output. What do you mean by that? Let's suppose this is 0, this is V, then it is 2V, then it is 3V, then it is 4V, this is 3V. So if there is a step of V, what should be the DC levels over here to get maximum steps in the output voltage waveform? Think about it. Okay, now let's move toward the 3 cascaded H bridge inverters. The simplest combination is with E, E and E over here. So what maximum voltage that you can get? 3E, because all of them can be turned on. By turn on I means 1 0 applied to all of these inverters with respect to the high side switches. So we can get plus 3 at the maximum. So plus 3 volt plus 3E, let's suppose E is the DC voltage that we have. So what will be the switching code? 1 0 for the first inverter, 1 0 for the second inverter, 1 0 for the third inverter, you will get plus 3. Then you can get plus 2E. How to get plus 2E? Let's suppose 1 0 in the first inverter, 1 0 in the second inverter, and 0 0 or 1 1 in the second inverter. Okay, then you can get plus E. Let's suppose 1 0 in the first inverter, 1 1 or 0 0 or 1 1 and 0 0, some combination over here. Or you can keep the middle one with plus E and the upper and the lower with 0 0. So number of possible ways to get plus E volt. Then the 0 volt, similarly minus E can be obtained by, let's suppose the first inverter is with the code 0 1 and the other inverters are with 1 1 0 0, 1 1 and 0 0 for the third inverter, and so on to get, you can get minus 2E and the minus 3E. So with this equal number of voltage levels, you can get how many levels? 3 levels in the positive and 3 levels in the negative, and 1 is the 0 level. So total number of levels will be 7. So 7 levels can be obtained in the output voltage waveform. So this is not an efficient way, because if you compare it with this one, with the 2 H bridge circuits, we can get 9 levels. So how you can increase the number of levels in the output voltage waveform? So let's discuss it over here. Let's suppose I am going to take this one is plus E, the other one is, let's suppose 3E, and this one is 5E. So what you will get at the output? Okay, so if I want to get E, what I will have to do? I can get E from here, and keeping these ones off, this second inverter and the third inverter off, I can get E, voltage level E. Okay, so E is obtainable. Okay, how to get 2E? Keep this one off, and this one 3E and this one with minus E, so you can get 2E. So you can get E, you can get 2E. How to get 3E? To get 3E, keep this one on and put them off, so you will get 3E. To get 4E, what you can do? To get 4E with this, what were the voltage level? I have removed 3E and 5E. So how to get 4E? 4E can be obtained from here, 3 plus E, and keeping the last one in 0 state. So 4E can be obtained. To get 5E, keep the last inverter on and the upper two off, so you can get 5E. To get 6E, you can use this one inverter and this inverter, keep this one off, so you can get 6E. To get 7E, can you get 7E? Yes, you can get, because 5E. Okay, so how to get 7E? 5E plus 3E minus E. So for the lowest inverter, the switching code will be 10, middle inverter 10, and for the upper inverter 01. So this will give you 7E. Then you can get 8E. How to get 8E? For 8E, the lowest inverter will give you 5E, the middle will give you 3E, and the upper one will give you 0. And to get 9E, you can get 5E plus 3E plus E. So maximum that you can get is 9E. So from E to 9E, 9 levels. Similarly, you can have 9 levels in the negative direction. So total will be 18, and 1 is the 0 level. So 19 levels can be obtained with this combination 1E, 3E and 5E. Now let's take some other combination. Let's suppose we have 1E, 3E and 7E. So how many voltage levels can be obtained? So let me first of all remove all of these. Okay. We have 1E, we have 3E and we have 7E. So what voltage levels we can get? Can I get E? Or how to get E? So E can be obtained. Let me write it H1, H2 and H3. So E is, let's suppose first inverter is on and this one is off and this one is off. You will get E. To get 2E, what you will have to do? For first inverter, you will have to apply 0, 1 to get minus E from here and then plus 3 from here. So you will get plus 2E, keeping this one at 0. So first inverter will be 0, 1. The second inverter will be 1, 0 and this will be 0, 0. So you will get plus 2E. Then how to get 3E? For 3E, first inverter should be 0, second inverter 3E and the third inverter should be at 0. Then to get 4E, what you will get? E from the first inverter, 3E from the second inverter and this will be 0. The sum will give you 4E. To get 5E, what you can do? So how to get 5E now from this combination? Can you get? So let's think about that one. Yes. So 7E from the third inverter minus 3E from the second inverter and E from the first inverter. So net sum will be equal to 5E. To get 6E, we can get 7E from the third one and minus E from the first one and keeping the middle one off. You will get 6E. To get 7E, you can get it from here and keeping it 0. 8E can be obtained from here, E from the first one, 0 from the second one and 7E from the third one. To get 9E, you can get 7E from here, 3E from here and minus E from the here. This will give you 9E. To get 10E, you can get 3E, 7E and 0. And to get 11E, E, 3E and 7E. So you can get 11 levels in the positive part. Similarly, you can switch to get minus another set of 11 levels, which will give you the negative voltages minus E, minus 2E, minus 3, minus 4E, and so on up to minus 11E, and a 0 level. So 11 in the positive, 11 in the negative, and 1 is the 0 level. So total number of levels will be 23. So 23 levels are obtained when you have 1E, 3E, and 7E in the output voltage waveform, right? So now let's see another combination with which we can maximize the number of levels in the output voltage waveform. Now let's suppose that we have this supply 1E, this one is 3E, and this one is 9E. These are selected in such a way that they are multiple of each other by these factors. Okay, so now how many voltage we can get? We can get E by taking E from the first inverter and the 0 0 from the other two inverters. To get 2E, what we will have to do, 3E from the second inverter and minus E from the first one and the 0 from the third inverter. So you will get equal to 2E. To get 3E, you can put it in the 0 voltage state and plus 3E from here and the 0 from here. To get 4E, you can get E from here, 3E from here, and the 0 from here. To get 5E, you can have 9E from here, minus 3E, and minus E. The net sum will be 5. To get 6E, this is in the 0 state, minus 3E and plus 9E, you will get plus 6E state. Then to get 7E, you can get plus 9E minus 3E plus E. So you will get plus 7E at the output. To get 8E, what you can do, this will be 0, you will be getting 9E from here and minus E from here. So net will be 8E. To get 9E, 0, 0 and 9E from the last inverter, you can get 10E by taking 9E and 1E and keeping this one 0. The 11E will be obtained by 9E from here and plus 3E will make it 12 and minus C will make it 11. Then to get 12E, you can get 9E and 3E and this will be 0. And the last is 13E that you can get by having this is 3. So 3E and 9E, so you can get plus 13E at the output. Similarly, you can make the combinations, switching combination, and you can get minus E, minus 2E, minus 3E and so on up to minus 13E. So you can get plus 13 levels, 13 levels for the positive side, 13 levels from the negative side, and one is the 0 level. So total number of combination and total number of steps will be 27. So 27 steps can be obtained in the output voltage waveform if we select it 1E, 3E and 9E. So you can observe these voltage levels over here in this diagram, in this waveform that I have already plotted for you. We can get 0 as you can see over here, then plus V, then plus 2V, 3V, 4V, 5V, and we can switch them for a specific period of the time. For each switching state there will be a time such that we are going to approximate the sine wave, right? So this is our desired voltage waveform. We need sinusoidal voltage waveform at the output, and we can construct it with the help of the steps that we obtained by the switching combination by using different DC voltage sources and selecting them intelligently so that we get all of these levels, multiples of each other, 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E and so on up to 13 volt, and then you can see we can start decreasing the levels and then in the negative direction. Okay, so we can construct an output voltage waveform very close to the sine wave. So the THD will be very low, voltage THD, because we are approaching to the sine wave. Similarly, if you increase the number of H bridges in one arm, let's suppose you go for the 4 H bridges. So by selecting the DC sources multiple of each other, you can get 125 levels or even higher in the output voltage waveform, and that will be nearly a sine wave. So you can get very high quality of the voltage waveform. So that's the advantage of the multi-level inverters. So I have discussed one arm, but you can apply this one for the 3-phase circuits. In each phase you will have to connect one arm of the cascaded H bridges. First arm, phase A, phase B and phase C, these are the inverters. You can have 2 H bridge levels, or you can have 3 cascaded H bridges or 4 cascaded H bridges to increase the number of levels in the output voltage waveforms such that you get nearly sinusoidal voltage waveforms for the load. If it is phase A, so it will be at 0 degree, the second phase will be displaced by the angle of 120 degree and the third phase will be at the angle of 240 degree from your first phase. The number of steps will be same, number of switching combinations will be exactly same but delayed by the time such that you get 120 degree angle displacement between them. So you can select E, E and E over here, and some other combination can be selected over here, multiple of your E, to construct the output voltage waveform. So you can get 3-phase voltage waveforms from your this circuit, and you can construct output voltage levels according to your requirement, and for that you can adjust the number of H bridges. So what we have done in this video, we have discussed H bridge inverters, and we have seen that how we can use these H bridge inverters to construct multiple levels in the output voltage of your inverter to improve the quality. Thank you very much.